As Universal Vibes with a 411-2020. This is just going to be a collective for the next 2 weeks. Okay. This is starting on the 11th of May 2020. So, I should probably do more reads like this. The reason why I'm saying that is because most of the time, I'm like 3 months ahead. I'm in May 2020 with everybody else, but I should probably start doing reads that are more advanced timelines. So this is just going to be a situation, problem, and action, right? Okay, so to clarify, I'm using a basic oracle deck, and then I'm just using numbers. The oracle deck is not actually basic. It has more to do with like plant life and all that. Can't remember the name of it. I bought it when I was in KC, so I'm pretty sure something. I don't remember the name of it. So, but the back of the cards, they look like this. Okay. Anyway. So before I get into numbers, situation is tribulation. So hold on. Right, so basically, for the situation being tribulation, there's a person, an individual, that is causing, they showed me just like plucking the bottom of a boat, right? Plucking is probably not the right word, like putting holes in the bottom of your boat to get away from one area to the next area. So that's what tribulation is representing, okay? So however that resonates with you guys, it was just showing me like somebody just poking holes in your boat, right? And all you want to do is just get in that boat and go from point A to point B with as least of, issues as possible, right? If any of you guys are, this is just coming up to me, planning on like doing a cruise or something like that, you probably should hold off if that's the way this resonates with you. But I'm not really seeing cruise liners or anything like that, but if you're planning on going on like a boat voyage or whatever, and somebody else is in conflict with you going on that, or somebody else doesn't want you to go, this could just be vacation. If somebody doesn't want you to go on vacation, and they're like negative Nancy, because I was just feeling like somebody, it's almost like popping your balloon, like they're poking holes in your boat to where you couldn't get from point A to point B. And somebody does need a vacation. So because of the tribulation that they're experiencing right now, and this is not somebody who is unable to afford it, like they can, and they just want to get away, right? Okay. I don't know why I can't move on to the freaking problem. This might be the problem. There's just more stuff they want me to talk about. Okay. So stuck and stagnant energy. So basically what somebody wants in your current situation, this is how you're going to know it's going to resonate with you. Somebody wants you kind of stuck and stagnant, right? They don't want you to be able to like move beyond them, right? This is not a company. This is not, your work. Okay. If it is your work, you're probably in the travel industry. Okay. And you're stuck and stagnant, like, upon shore somewhere. I don't know your life and I don't want to. So there's some conflict here. I'm just going to pull a clarifier because there's way too much in that tribulation that I'm seeing. This could be, yeah, so this could be, you guys ever have like that one person in your life that's just a negative Nancy? Okay. This is the person that's causing the tribulation from you moving away from something that's toxic for you. It might not be toxic for them because they're in that vibration. But because you've elevated, it's a tribulation for you. It's just not jiving with you anymore, right? I think I'm talking to somebody way older than me. Every time I say jiving, I'm like, what? Who says that? But, yeah, this is somebody who is very deceptive. They've been deceptive to you. This is a family member. Somebody close in your life. It could be a friend that you've had since childhood, too. And they're very deceptive and secretive and this and that. And they try to give you advice, but their advice comes from a lack mentality. So, they're not completely healed, and you'll know this. So, if I speak to certain people in my family, right, and I usually don't talk to them unless it's like my birthday or it's a holiday or something, and you'll know by being on the phone, that they're not for you, because as soon as you start talking about what you're happy about or your aspirations and stuff, they will move to a different subject real quick, because the conversation is really not about you. It's more about them feeding off your energy, and they don't want you to leave them because they feed off your energy. That's what the tribulation is. It's like it's you need to block this person. All right, let's move on. So your problem / issue is purify with invigorate, right? So purify, what's representing in the card purify is sage, okay? So maybe, you need to sage your space. Yeah. Actually, no. When you use your smudge stick, you can use sage or you can use, whatever. Purify your throat chakra. They don't want you to speak. That's the tribulation. They don't want you to speak. So when I was at, tribulation as a situation, you'll know this person from a mile away, because every time you talk about something good in your life, they want to switch the subject on them, right? And they're full of crap most of the time. Like they'll say, oh yeah, I'm doing this new thing. Once you say, oh, I just, accomplished this, or, this and that, and you're just going back and forth ping pong, it's never about you. It always goes back to them. It's like they were showing, no wonder, okay. They were showing me like the person who does an interview, right, on TV, and they're talking to somebody and they're probing them, right? Well, the person on camera is, saying, oh yeah, I know that and I know that because I did this and that. But the interviewer, the person who is actually like questioning the person and just trying to find facts and this and that, doesn't have time to talk because they get cut off all the time. It's kind of like a debate. I don't know. kind of weird. So purify with invigorate. Yeah, once you purify your space, this is you know what? This is just doing spring cleaning, okay? This is like getting rid of stuff that you don't use anymore. This is, you know, there's butterflies right now, okay? Yeah, this is a transformation. So basically what you can do is go into your closet, anything that you don't like anymore, don't wear anymore, you haven't worn it within, you know, 6 weeks, 2 weeks actually is my rule, that needs to go. Yeah, for sure. Like, you can, yeah, purifying your space is like, oh, you know what this is? Email. So any evidence that's why they showed me the interviewer. Okay, so any evidence that you have on somebody from your past, maybe 8 years back, 8 months back, whatever, right? That's no longer of you. Why are you keeping tabs, like keeping that information on somebody? That's toxic in itself. That's stupid, okay? Because when you keep that in your phone, right? Any communication source, 8 of Wands, right? What you're doing is you're restarting that timeline with somebody else. When you keep evidence on somebody, why? Like, why are you doing that? If you're really happy, you're just going to delete all that crap and move on in life and never talk to the person again. That's why blocking right here came in with tribulation. Somebody's having a problem with letting go of their past, right? So sometimes you just need to let go of people, right? You've been through the one, and you don't want to go through it again. You don't want to go through a deceptive pattern again, right? And you don't want to be crying over spilled milk again because you gave somebody, you know, your trust or whatever, right? So what you can do is all that crap in your junk mail, or not junk mail, but in your email or whatever you're saved, like on the cloud or whatever, delete it. It should no longer, like, if you have not spoke and been in this situation in the past 8 months and everything's good and gravy, why are you keeping that information? You got to ask yourself that question. Why do I need this evidence just so I can prove a point that I know that I know? Like, if you really know that you know something, then everybody else will figure it out. Like, why do you have to keep stuff on people? When you keep stuff on people, other people keep stuff on you because you're a resonance to that, right? Right. Solution. And the action. This is really weird. So, oof. This is not the solution. This is the action that somebody's going to continue to carry out. And they're going to preserve this information on a certain individual and not let it go and wait for the time to strike. It's like Cobra, you know? And I'm not talking in the positive way of Cobra. Like, you know, this is not Kundalini activation, okay? Bottom of the deck is magic. You're just gonna, when I see the bottom of the deck is magic overall, is you're just gonna manifest this over and over and over in your life and wonder why everybody's so deceptive. But in reality, it's like you're keeping tabs on people and you're keeping information on people and they're not that person anymore. So you're gonna relive the timeline of that person and what they did to you. Okay, I'm not saying that it was justified what they did to you, but that person's changed now and you're not letting go of this information, right? You just want to hold it over somebody's head. And the problem is you won't purify that information. You won't get over it. And so therefore you're just going to re-manifest the same type of person. It's not going to be that person. It's going to be a different person. They're going to give you a harder lesson. Yeah. Good luck to you guys who are dealing with this, but this is not going to be fun. It's going to create so much conflict and strife, and it's going to take you, oh my goodness, it's going to take you a long time to overcome this lesson. if you continue to hold on to information, right? Your mind is the magic on this. Like, you are making the same situation occur over and over and over, because you won't purify, you know, the information you keep on people. Anybody that keeps information on other people are whack in my mind, because I, out of all people, have a reason, right? We all think we do, right? And I got rid of mine. And it also reminds me of, like, I don't even want to say the word, but, or, you know, just feels like somebody's stalking, to wait for somebody to mess up and bring up this information. Well, guess what? You're going to go through tribulation after tribulation. You're going to manifest this over and over in your life. The person that you're trying to get in trouble is not going to get in trouble. You're going to look like that. You're going to look like the nut, not them, because they've changed their life. So if you're continuing to, you know, hold on to something that's toxic, you'll get screwed in the end, right? All right. Thank you for your likes, your shares, and your subscribes.